up with this goofy app of what he won't do, the next man will. As a 38-year-old eligible bachelorette, I could tell you right now, the next man probably won't. You'll get it worse from him. But something that I really want to discuss with y'all, and this is going to catch me smoke, but you can't cancel reality. The playing field is not level. There are more good single women than there are good single men. And the reality is, what you won't do, the next actually will. There are good women with good and good credit and good manners, thirsty as to come scoop up a man who will go 50% on the bills and come home at night to play his little game. You feel me? You're so worried about aesthetics and keeping up with the Joneses and what so-and-so did on Instagram. You feel like your man ain't putting on for you. Let me tell you something. A good man is a man who comes home every night. It's a man who listens and communicates to you. It's a man who doesn't cheat. It's a man who pays bills and shows up for the children and fixes things where he can. That's a good...
That's about right. And it's unfortunate that a lot of women learn this lesson a little bit too late. Y'all be letting men go. Y'all think y'all can do it on your own. And really, honestly and truly, a lot of times it takes a little while for you to realize the effects of what you've just done. But eventually, you'll see.
How's your last relationship end? Oh, I'm divorced. Shout out, dude. Recently? No, 4 years. That's still kind of recently. Why'd you get divorced? We had indifferences. Mikey, if you're watching, I still love you. That's crazy. Wait, you still love him? Yeah, I always love him. Oh, not like yeah, I feel like he's a really good guy, but he's boring as Does that make sense?
I think for a lot of men, this is their worst nightmare. For a woman to divorce them because he's boring? You mean stable? Way to tell the world that you're not only unhealthy, but you're also immature. Also, you saying that you love him is incredibly manipulative. You're the one that divorced him. Leave him alone. Let him have his peace. Especially since it's been years ago. It's like you're trying to rip open that wound again. And for a lot of men out there, if a woman tells you you're boring, that's probably because you're dependable and you're overall a good man. Like, she even says that. And women who are addicted to drama and chaos, they will find that boring. But you don't want those women anyways. You want women that brings you peace and happiness. And she'll find your boringness very attractive, if that's a word. And usually women like this will crawl right back to their ex when they've been out in the world and they didn't have the fun they thought they would. By then, that good man has moved on, usually to someone much better.
And it's crazy because a lot of these modern women say boring, but really, they have no imagination. I mean, these are women that think that going to brunch every single Saturday and running up a $300 tab is the life. That's the way to go. Oh man, I'm gonna get out here and I'm gonna go to this beach. You mean the same beach that every other woman goes to? Y'all don't have any other original thought? Y'all don't want to go try this place over here? Nah, this is where everybody's at. So tell me again, who's boring?
I can't be the only one with this kind of story. About 2 years ago, I was in a relationship with a man, and he was about 40. I was about, 25, 27, something like that. But he was willing to invest in me physically, financially, emotionally, religiously, like all aspects. He wanted to make me a better woman for him. Well, he boosted my self-esteem and my well-being so much that I thought that I could do better than him. And now fast forward, I am now post dealing with a narcissist. I now understand that not all men have your best intention at heart. Not all men will invest in you, and not all men will uplift you. So when you get the opportunity to date such a man, do not let it go.
Sometimes it takes losing everything in order for you to appreciate what you had. She should have communicated her wants or needs instead of searching for it elsewhere. Hope it wasn't because of sex, because lust fades. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. Appreciate what you have. Love yours.
I think, honestly, this is what a lot of women need to start doing. Taking accountability, understanding where they went wrong, what they did wrong, how they can maybe improve it. Who knows? After that, the sky is probably the limit, to be honest with you. If you understand, hey, I could do this better. I don't think modern women realize there are single mothers out here getting married again to a man who does not want to date a single mom, but he's doing it because she's helping him. She's pouring into him. She's making sure he understands, no, I love my babies and I'm going to protect my babies at all cost. But it's going to be me and you. And you and I, you going to have authority in this house. Obviously, you don't do nothing crazy, but I'm giving you authority. I'm letting you know I'm riding with you. I'm on your side. I see the vision. And a man is saying, okay, cool. Thank you. They get into the relationship. She takes accountability. She has self-awareness. Yeah, I knew I shouldn't have done that. That's my bad. Okay, cool. So we're going to try to limit that. Yep. Well, let's keep on rocking and rolling. Women like that, even though they got a lot of baggage, can pull a man because they ain't acting crazy like some of these entitled modern women out here. Maybe at some point in time, y'all can do what she's doing and take some accountability. Let's see how far it gets you.
Like, oh, what if she finds another guy? You think she's better than you. You think she's above you, which is why you believe that she'll find another guy. Like, you think that she's out of your league, which is why you're afraid of her finding another guy. I can promise you the reason why she's with you is because she likes you. I don't care if there's not a fucking commitment. If y'all are acting like you're in a relationship, then you're in a relationship. There's just not a label yet. But like, people, they don't give that access to just anyone. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you can get whatever the fuck you want. Don't listen to these people telling you it's not possible. They're full of shit and they're gonna project onto you. Just because it wasn't fucking possible for you doesn't mean it's the same for me. Like, I'm different than you. That's why it's gonna work for me and not you. Like, look at you and look at me. I'm better than you. That's why I'm gonna get it. That's why I'm not gonna fucking listen to you. And another thing that I want to tell y'all. You do not have to put in so much fucking work to get what you want. Fuck what these people are telling you. Oh, do this and do this all day. It's okay to have your days where you literally like don't feel like shit, right? You could have your days where you're like insecure and shit, right? Do I like my hair like that or like this? I don't fucking know. Like, you don't have to be perfect all the time to attract what you want. Or like, you don't have to affirm all day to get what you want. I tried that myself, affirming all day, and then I ended up getting frustrated with not getting it. You just need to let your thoughts ride. Like,
There's a guy here in the comments that says, when we're together, she acts like she's mine. She flirts with me and she lets me be close to her. That statement in and of itself, she lets me be close to her. To me, it's disheartening because it's like, well, you're allowing me to do this. I should be so lucky. And he goes on to say, and then she goes and avoids me when we're not together. So it's disheartening and irritating. I don't know why you're still talking to her, to be honest with you, man. Just leave her alone. These modern women, they're going to waste your time. She's only using you because you're the best form of safe validation. All these other dudes, these Chads and Tyrones, she's not quite ready for that. And there's sometimes that she is ready to get, kind of piped down by these fellas, but she needs you for emotional stability. She's really trying to. Isn't that really the best of both worlds? You can get somebody to wipe your tears away and then go and get knocked down by another dude. And if that dude won't listen to you, you've got a backup plan. Somebody that will stay on the phone all night until you get everything out. And then you're like, whew, I feel better. Now I'm going to go back over here and let this man do everything that he just did to me again.
Crush Club, what can I say? I gave it another try last night. I went to that whole event that they have at Austin's backyard or whatever it is. It's the same, not the same feedback, but I just feel there was no difference for me. I mean, the only difference is I actually made the effort this time. I went up to two people. Cool, quick conversations, nothing really that stood out. But it's like, still, maybe, I don't know if it's the crowd that's there. Maybe I'm just not their type. I don't know. But the fact that not one person came up to me, and hey, I'm not saying like I'm hot shit, whatever, blah blah blah, but it's like it gets to a point where you gotta like sit back and reflect and think like, what am I giving off, or what are other people lacking? Because I'm confused as a man. You're going to this event. Why are you just standing in the corner? Like, what do you expect to happen? Like, I'm just confused. I don't get it. Like, if your true intention is to find a person there, because, I don't know, as a woman, that's what I'm there for. Why are you not making more of an effort? Like, why are you not actively approaching people, actively having conversations? And my thing is, the amount of beautiful women that were there last night, they had the pick of the litter. Because I don't. And also, it's just like the energy you feel in the room. Like, I don't know, as a black woman, the energy does not feel reciprocated, if that makes sense. I don't know. It makes sense in my head. But yeah, it's either I must be intimidating, ugly, or yeah, I don't know what. And I know it's not ugly. Let me say that. But I'm probably, like me and my friend said, we're probably not gonna go back, cause it's just not giving what needed to be gave. Moral of the story is, who gonna be the boys? But also, like, going to these things, I like have to like kind of think like, I don't have a type necessarily, but as a black woman, I think it's hard to find events or people that are attracted to you, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't think that's a place for us. I don't know.
I mean, honestly, for some of you ladies, it might not necessarily be you. It might be what a man has heard before you. Don't come up to me. Don't approach me in the club. If you ain't coming with a drink, I don't want you over here. If you haven't sent over a drink prior to you coming over here, don't even think about coming over here. If you ain't even thinking before you get in the car to come to the club about spending about $100 on me, don't even think about coming over here. How would you know? I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask if you felt that way. When you got up, did you think about me? I didn't even know you. Bingo. God would have laid you on my heart if you were for me. What? Yeah, now get out of my face. Leave the drink. This is what modern women have been doing. So the fact that a man may or may not come up to you, it might not even be about you. It might be about what was said before, prior to them even seeing you. Number one. Number two, I think when you're going up and talking to men, now you're starting to understand just how difficult it is. Y'all be talking about, oh, it's so easy, just carry on a conversation. It's not. It's very challenging. And sometimes, depending on the man that you're trying to get, you might have to put in a little bit more effort. You're going to have to really, some of these modern women, y'all are going to really have to wow these men in order to get with them.
Every time I get my period, I get angrier about the fact that there's men who walk the earth that complain about their role as providers and think that they shouldn't have to provide for a woman and pay the bills and take care of her. Bitch, you don't have a period. Bitch, you don't have a luteal phase. Your cycle restarts every fucking day. You never have to push a child out of your vagina. You never have to breastfeed. And you're complaining because you gotta go fucking work and make money, bitch? Ungrateful pieces of shit.
My question would be, are you on your period right now? Because that would be the only thing that makes sense of how you came up with this logic. And understand, man, this is a shaming tactic. Men should not and will not feel shame, feel bad because of something that happens naturally to you because of Mother Nature that we have no responsibility for. Now, I can feel compassion for the women in my life who are going through period issues like headaches and cramps. I can feel bad, but to feel bad as a broad group, just to say because you have a period, somehow that means I'm supposed to do something, that is absolutely ridiculous. And having a period, which is something that Mother Nature designed, and us providing has nothing to do with each other. This is just a shaming tactic that she is trying to use to shame men because no man wants to prepay for her and her bonnet wearing tactics that she's trying to do right here. This is the issue. Women are down bad economically, but they're portraying that they're living their lives and everything is great. They're living outside of their means and they need help. They got enough money to pay for their bills. They need us men to contribute to all the other things they want to be able to do, like travel and hair and nails.
You know, I think it's also the fact that these modern women are trying to weaponize their bodies, their biology to get a man. I really have to respect. I have to respect the grind. I have to respect the dedication. Any type of trick or edge that you can get in the game of being able to get one up on a man, these modern women are trying to exploit it. It reminds me of The Last Dance, where they were talking about you really couldn't do much of anything or say much of anything to Michael Jordan because it's a joke about it. You know, hey Mike, do you want 2 or 3 ice cubes in your milk? He said 2. I accidentally put 3, and Mike took that personally. You know, and he went out there and he scored 50 points on us. He dropped 100 points on us. This is what modern women do. Any little edge that I can take in order to get over on you, to make you feel bad and to want to do something for me, that's what I'm going to do. That's what all of this foolishness is about.
Everyone has an opinion, so here's mine. There is a study showing that the fastest growing demographic in the United States is men who are single and childless with no intentions of dating. Hey ladies, can we talk for a minute? Come on in. Come on, talk to your big homie. First of all, the chickens have come home to roost, like we warned you was going to happen. We told you this was going to happen, ladies. You didn't believe us. You leaned into feminism. We told you we want y'all to be fit, feminine, friendly. This is what Kevin Samuels was trying to explain to you, ladies, but y'all just laughed at him. You made fun of him, and he warned you all. Look at all of these ladies right now. Cardi B, Vivica Fox, Claudia Jordan, Aisha Curry. He warned all of these women. He warned all of you. And now you find yourself in a situation where winter has come home, and you outside without a coat on. I would say that I feel sorry for you, but in all actuality, I don't. Now, there are a few of you who maybe my heartstrings might, I guess, tug a little bit for, because some of you are actually really good women and have really good mindsets and can really add value into a man's life. But unfortunately for you, you won't get the opportunity to even prove that based on the current situation that we find ourselves in. And so for that, yeah, that does tug at my heartstrings a bit, because there are some good women out there. But most of you are insufferable bitches. And I hate to use that type of language, but we got to be honest and we got to be fair. You have made yourself a cancer to the American society. I'm talking about most women, and this transcends race. This transcends race. I'm not talking about all, but most women have made yourselves a cancer to be around. You're insufferable to be around in the workplace. You're insufferable to be around when we in public. You're insufferable to be around when we're in sporting events. You're insufferable to be around when we at the movie theater. You're insufferable to be around when we at the restaurant. I mean, it doesn't matter what setting that we find ourselves in. Most of you are insufferable. You have nothing to add. You don't bring any value. You can't really help a man's life out. You don't cook. You don't clean. You back talk. You got another man's kids. You bringing used, smelly box to the table. And now you out here talking about where's all the good men. Staying the fuck away from you. I keep saying it. I don't know why. I gotta keep saying it, but I'm gonna say it until I'm blue in the face. Good men have checked out. Good men have realized that the juice is no longer worth the squeeze. It is not worth it anymore. You want to put yourself in a situation where you chasing some woman, and then, okay, let's say you get the woman, and then she got another man's kids. Okay, let's say she got another man's kids, and now the father ain't around, and she asking you to help. That's what these women be wanting, bro. Help. It's hard out here. You ever tried to raise a kid? You ever see what these kids go through, what it's like to be with them on a day-to-day basis? Bro, I was at Target last night sitting there watching a lady right in front of me, right? I'm in my car, and she's looking at me like I should help. But I'm like, yeah, it's no way. Like, I'm not helping. But she comes to the car. She got a cart full of shit. She has a 2-year-old, and she has like an infant on her, I guess, whatever that carrier is called when they put the baby in the front. Whatever that carrier is, that's what She had, right? So I see her struggling trying to put the kids in the car. And I see her trying to put the kid in the car. I see her trying to do everything she can to try to not let the car go rolling down the street. She got the infant, the baby, the toddler is jumping out of the car, and she is like losing it. And I'm sitting here watching this whole shit like with popcorn just and I'm just thinking to like my brothers, you would date a single woman and sign yourself up for that shit? To do that for somebody else's kid? You's a wild motherfucker, dog. That's not my lane. I don't recommend that. That is nothing but a headache. That is nothing but a bill and time consumption. And it's a thankless job because they'll get older and treat you like a piece of shit. At the end of the day, fellas, keep doing what you're doing. Hold the line. Stay strong. Ladies, it's time to come on back. Come on back to the negotiating table and you're going to have to talk about things. You're going to have to do something or else it's going to be a cold winter for you. But that's just my opinion. Love to know yours. Drop a like, comment, share this video. And of course, I need to help a brother out special. Smash that follow.
A woman in the comments said, we don't care. A code is not needed. We're in the house. That's pretty funny. But I guess in all seriousness, what he's saying is at some point in time, men they're going to get tired. That's just the long and short of it. They're going to get tired. A lot of these women, especially celebrity women, shaming and embarrassing their husband. They probably don't think they are. They probably think that they're being transparent. They probably think they're being vulnerable. Yeah, people like to see that I'm normal. I'm just like them. I'm just a normal human being. Yeah, true. But your words, because of who you're married to, even though you're normal and you're having normal human emotions, they're carrying. Media outlets and people are taking your words and carrying them. Your words go further just because of who you are. So you got to start making sure you understand, hey, I want to be careful about what I say. And we can even pull this down from Ayesha Curry to normal everyday people. You can go back to the lady who was 32 talking about, I've been married for 10 years. I got married when I was 22. I'm thinking about divorcing my husband. Great man, fantastic man, but I want to do other things. Your words can travel even though you're not expecting it. And now you got to make that follow up TikTok. But because of social media, regular people now, normal, everyday, average people, their words can travel. And when your man in the town that he lives in has to go to work and listen to people say that to him, it's crushing, it's demoralizing. And how do you think that's supposed to make him feel? Y'all got to be careful out here.
When she says you didn't check in all day, you hear you're a bad boyfriend. You probably go straight to defense, or what you see is adding clarity. I was working, I've had a full day. But that's not what she's really saying. What she means is, I miss you and I didn't feel close to you today. She's not actually attacking you. She's reaching for you. And if you only hear judgment, you'll miss this precious moment to create connection. This isn't about blame. It's about mastering, learning to hear the need behind the complaint. Master this and you will be golden.
I mean, she could just say that, which is exactly what a lot of dudes in the comments are saying. This is not good. She's complaining. A lot of men, when they get home, once again, they don't want to hear complaining. I don't know what's so hard about that. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. You become my mother. I don't have a mother here. My mother doesn't live here. My mother doesn't pay the bills here. If I were still in her house, then I would have to listen to what she says. If I were still in her house, I would have to give her a reason why I'm doing the things that I'm doing. But I don't live there. I'm a grown man and I can do whatever I want to do, including not tell my mother what I'm up to. And if you're acting like my mother, boy, you're disrespecting me. I'm your wife. Okay, then you need to be acting like my wife. You need to say, well, and I understand some things they're hard to, kind of verbalize and kind of articulate. I get that. That's for everybody. But over time, you have to get comfortable in saying what you mean instead of just complaining. You have to, or else it's going to ruin your relationship. Men or women, both. You can't just give the woman a pass and instead of saying, really honestly and truly, listen, at some point in time, the bottom line is she needs to say exactly what she means. I miss you. I was wondering where you're at. You're not discussing to her, or you're not discussing her tone. You're not discussing how she's talking to the man, how she's relating to the man, what message she's conveying to the man. So if the man gets defensive, it might be because she's talking to him crazy. We need to discuss that first. And actually, when you put it from that, when you look at it from that perspective, she's completely and totally the problem. And what you're asking the man to do is jump over that problem over and over again every single day. No, you are a problem. You need to fix the problem, and it's not going to be on my time. Period.
I went on a first date this week, and I'm still not over it. I'm traumatized. Let me tell you why, and let me know how you would have reacted. So I meet this girl on Hinge. We're chatting it up. We finally decide after about a week of talking and 1 or 2 FaceTimes, let's go out for brunch. Sorry, my phone died when I was filming that, so then I forgot about it, but we're back. So we talked about it, and she was okay with me picking her up for the date. So I get to her apartment. I text her I'm here. I let her know. She starts coming out. I get out, open the door for her, let her in. And then I hear my car lock. And I'm like, doesn't usually do that. I'm like, whatever. I walk to my side, try to open my door. It won't open. And I'm looking at her. I'm like, hey, can you press the button? Like, please unlock the car. She's just laughing in the passenger seat. And I'm like, okay, funny little prank. Whatever, I like that. I'm like, okay, it was funny. Can you please let me in now? And she's just staring at me, shaking her head no. And I'm not laughing. I'm starting to think this is a little serious. At this point, it's like 3 or 4 minutes of me just pulling at the door, trying to get into my driver's seat, and she still hasn't unlocked the door. I don't have my keys, they're in the car, so it won't open. And then she looks at me through the window and mouths, watch this, and starts getting into the driver's seat. I'm like, yo, I'm banging on the window at this point. Like, what are you doing? What is happening? And she gets in the driver's seat and cracks the window a little bit, and I'm visibly angry. I'm like, Karen, what are you doing? Like, please let me into my car. Like, I don't know if you're trying to be funny, but this isn't okay. And she looks at me, smiles, and goes, I'm going to take it for a little spin. I'm pissed. I yell back, don't you dare take my car. Don't you take my car. And I watch her put it in reverse, start backing up slowly, and I'm banging on everything at this point. I'm like, do not drive away. What she do, she backs up. I'm standing in the middle of the road at this point. She just starts driving forward. Pretty damn fast. And I have to get out of the way or she's going to hit me. And I don't know what to do. Like, she just took my car. I don't have her location. I don't know where she's going. So I just sit there calling her for like 5 minutes straight. I'm like, hey, where are you? Where are you? No answer. No answer. None of my texts, none of my calls, nothing. And at this point, it's been 5-10 minutes, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm stuck on a street that I'm not familiar with. I no longer have my car. My wallet's in the car. All I have is my phone. And I call the cops. They show up. I start giving my report, and they're looking at me like, wait, you went to go pick this girl up on a date, and then she stole your car? And I'm like, yeah. And they didn't really believe me. They were like, there's no way that's true. How did that happen? How did she get in your passenger seat and then steal your car from you? And I was like, officer, I got out to try to be a gentleman and open her door for her. She got in, she locked the door. And I showed them the text that I've never met this girl before. This was my first time. And they're just laughing their asses off. They think it's hilarious. They probably feel a little bad for me, but they're just laughing their asses off. But anyways, we fill out the report. She's still not back. I don't know where she went. And I'm like, okay, what do I do now? And they go, I don't know, go home. I say, can you give me a ride? Do I have to call an Uber? So I have to Uber back to my own house. This girl has my car. I have no clue where it is. They said they're going to look for it. I get home, like 2 or 3 hours go past, and I finally get a phone call. It's from the girl. It's from Karen. And she goes, why did I just get pulled over by the cops? And I answer the call, and I'm angry. I'm like, why do you think you got pulled over by the cops? You stole my car. And she's like, are you serious, dude? I was just trying to be funny. And I'm oh my God, I'm even angry retelling the story. I'm like, you were gone for hours. You just stole my car. We were supposed to go on a date. I didn't get brunch. I don't have my car. I don't know what you did. I don't know what you went through. And she has the audacity to say on the phone, I don't think this is going to work out. Sorry. Yeah, and the next day I had to go pick my car up from the pound and pay for it for the tow fee. So, yeah, probably one of my worst dates ever. Let me know what you would have done.
She's for somebody, but she's not for you. These types of women, they're unstable in their thinking. The cops were probably laughing. They shouldn't have been laughing, but they were probably laughing because they couldn't believe it. Like, how the heck does something like this happen? You don't see something like this every day. It's truly like an episode of Cops where you see some of the most outrageous and ridiculous things, like America's Funniest Home Videos. I can't believe it, right? Maybe that's why. But I would say this woman is toxic. She finds these things thrilling. She finds these things very fulfilling. It really gets her blood going. I think that she should be careful. She's going to do this type of stunt to the wrong man. The wrong man is not going to find that funny. He's going to find that infuriating, like you. The only difference between you and that man that she's going to encounter is that man doesn't mind putting his hands on a woman. And she's unfortunately, God forbid, going to see how much playing can really hurt.
I was talking to one of my guy friends on the phone yesterday, and he was talking about how he's scared to talk to women in public because he's worried that they're going to think that he's creepy for approaching them. And I was like, bro, that is a chronically online take. That's like, you know, he's hearing all these stories online and women being like, oh, this dude is creepy, whatever. That's not real life. So I challenged him when he's next out in public to just go up to a girl, compliment her on something so normal, like her outfit or something, and then just walk away. Say, have a nice day, just walk away after that, no expectations. And then a few hours later, I got these texts.
So here's what you did that you might not see. You took the time to coach him. You took the time to explain to him, and you restored confidence in him. You're skipping that part. What a lot of modern women do, and you like to say it's chronically online, what a lot of modern women do is they'll say, don't get in my face, don't approach me, get away from me. And instead of somebody coming back and saying, hey man, let me help you out, do this, do that, and everything's going to be fixed. People will jump on the bandwagon. They'll say, I don't even know why he did that. What was he thinking? Oh, man, men are stupid. Man, they're idiots. Get the heck out of my face. I hate, and all that other nonsense and all that other rhetoric. So the man, oh, shoot, let me back up then. Let me give you a space. You instead said, no, don't do it. Hey, here's what you do. Here's the mindset that you need to be in. Now let's see how you go. You restored his confidence, which is why he texted you right there. That's the component that most modern women are missing. And guess what? You can do it when you're in the club. You can do it when you're in the bar. You can do it when you're at the gas station, when you're at the grocery store. If you see a man looking, hey, how you doing? There was a woman complaining about seeing a man on the street. They made eye contact. She was like, man, I'm feeling him. Looks like he's feeling me. He didn't approach me. Why not, man? You guys got to step up. At that point in time, especially at night, it was at 7 o'clock at night, I think she said, a man is not going to be approaching you like that. Come on now. So you've got to help him. You've got to coach him. You've got to show him definitively. You like what you see? Say something flirty. Oh, I saw you looking. I was hoping you'd come say something to me. So, oh, well, I didn't know, man. You know, it's nighttime. I didn't know if I could approach you. I just, sometimes women, they want to be safe. And so I was just trying to, make sure you was all right. No, let's talk. As long as you're not creepy, right? No, I'm not creepy. Oh, wow. I don't know. You took a little bit too long. And you start a conversation, right? But y'all not, well, you are, but a lot of these modern women out here are not helping men.
We'll tell them you did this because of that. No, I didn't. La, 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 la. And they turn around and walk away. Why are you walking away? And if you were to articulate, say, because this isn't worth doing. You can't hear me. I can't be heard. I can't win here. This is a waste of time and energy. They just shut up. When they can't be heard, they just shut up. And there's so much about them we never see or know because we don't listen long enough and we're sure we're right. I mean, there's a joke. If a man's alone in the woods and he speaks, is he still wrong? Yeah. So in all likelihood, a woman who's struggling even to get to the point to have a marriage where now he...
I love this because she talks about a lot of different facets of a man, a lot of different perspectives that a man has, a lot of different jobs that he takes on automatically. You don't have to tell him to do it. He just does it because that's who he is. That's what he's been taught to do. Okay, that's my job. I'll take that on now. Oh, I'm looking for a man to do this. I'm looking for a man to do that. I want a man to do this, and that. I'll do it. But you got to give me something in return. Nah, I don't feel like my head hurts. Or I don't know. I really don't do this for men. My mom did that and I saw how my dad treated her. So I vowed to myself, I'm not going to do that for my man. All the while the man is listening to you and he's like, oh, okay. On the phone with you, talking while trying to type and trying to work hard for you and make sure that you have everything that you want. You're telling him that. You know what I mean? It's just a selfish attitude that most modern women have. A man he's already working. He's already doing what he needs to do. But you're telling him while he's working for you what you're not going to do for him. And then when a man says, oh, okay, well, let me call you back. Click. Man, I don't know what happened to him. There was a shift. I don't know where I went wrong or what we did. We were so good. It might be that you're not willing to do anything for him. It might be that you always want to preach to him, but you're never wrong about anything. The man be trying to talk to you, but then once he figures out he's hitting his head up against a brick wall, you know what? I'm gonna go for a drive. I'm gonna play my game. I'm gonna go do something else because you're not listening.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed. Thank you, men, for proving my point. Okay, my last video, a bunch of men commented basically being bitter about being ugly, I'm assuming, and my sense of humor and my video. First of all, comedy sarcasm, please. Second of all, is nothing to do with attractiveness. Just be like, hey, how's it going? What are you drinking? Have you been to this spot before? Love this song. What's going on? Be normal. If she's not into you, she'll just be like, cool. And then go back to talking to her friends. And then it's only creepy if you keep trying to talk to her. But be normal. Be normal. Be normal. And it's again, men, thank you so much for just proving my point that you're always the problem. Literally a man was like, if I saw this video, I would not approach you. I'm like, good, ugly, bye.
You'll notice that it's only sarcasm and it's only comedy and it's only satire when she gets called out, when they get called out. It's only, I was being funny when they get called out. That's what it is. You sat up there and you said to the people, my mascara, my makeup costs more than your whole suit, than all of your clothes. You need to be approaching me. Oh, really? Oh, really? Is that why aren't men approaching me? You just answered your own question. You're self-absorbed. People don't want to be around you. It's really not that hard to figure out.
I'm not arguing with a bitch who doesn't have a fucking Roth IRA. All these tradwives in my comments oh, my husband gives me an allowance. Good for you. And in exchange, you wash his fucking dirty ass underwear. I don't want to fucking do that. And I don't want to take care of kids either. You guys are so fucking annoying. Why should I want to be unemployed to be like you? I don't want to be like you. I want to have a fucking retirement. Shut the fuck up.
But I don't think what you understand is her man would be her retirement. They're in it together. They're a team. That's what you guys don't seem to understand. They're a team. They're working as a team. I take care of the home. He gives me some money to spend. If I were at my job would be giving me my allowance. Well, it ain't allowance. No. After you spend, it's discretionary funds. After you spend on bills, that's what you have left to spend. What he's saying is, this is what we have left to spend. After our bills, after our commitments, after the things that we have to do, this is what we have left to spend. Instead of me keeping it to myself, because we're a team, I distribute it. Guess who else does that? Companies, when they give bonuses. We got enough free cash flow, so we're thinking we can give you a little bit more. I know we agreed on this pay, but let's give you a little bit more to keep you satisfied. But you don't holler at them and scream at them, do you? No. Y'all's mind is so warped. Your brain is so warped. They like what they're doing. They've got it down pat. They have responsibilities just like you do. Y'all get to the point to where y'all think what y'all do is more important than anybody else. That's why you're screaming and hollering like this. That's why you're talking like this, because y'all have no understanding of anybody else's life outside of your own. Y'all are extremely limited in your mind, in your thinking. If I'm doing it this way, it must be the right way. And somebody says, hey, wait a minute. Just because you do it that way doesn't mean that it works for us. We're doing it this way. So you trashing us. We got it going on in our house. Wow, you ain't got no retirement. I do have a retirement. My husband, we both have a retirement. He'd probably be making more than you, statistically speaking. And even talking about washing underwear and stuff like that, you're going to have to wash each other's clothes. You're going to have to at some point in time. You have a kid, you're going to have to wash a kid's underwear. If you have parents and they have issues, guess who's going to have to take care of them? Probably you. Are you okay? Your parents had to do that for you. That's not something that anybody should be ashamed of. Oh, you're washing the dirty underwear. I mean, imagine what happens if you go through something. What your boyfriend, what your man would have to do for you. That's not a flex. You just sound silly right now. Somebody's going to have to take care of you. It would behoove you to back down a little bit. Pipe down a little bit.
So a few weeks ago, I friend zoned this guy because I'm not looking for a relationship. Yesterday, he messaged me saying he wants to go to the flea market with me. I said, okay, cool. And I was like, do you want to meet there or do you want to go together? And he said, let's meet there as friends, of course. I said, okay. So then we were supposed to meet at 5. I get there at 5. He didn't message me back. He's not there. So I do what I was going to do anyway. I go shopping because I was going to go regardless. And he ends up texting me like 20 minutes before I'm about to leave. And he's like, hey, sorry about that. My alarm didn't go off. And I didn't respond because I was actually about to leave. And so then I checked my phone again before I called my Uber. And he's like, hey, I'm here now. Like, I'm looking for a parking space. I said, okay. And then 10 minutes go by. I said, did you park? And he's like, oh, like, I'm going to have to park a few blocks away because there's no parking. I was like, okay. So 30 minutes go by. I don't hear from him. I check his Instagram and he blocked me. So I'm wondering if like this, like standing me up was like revenge for me friend zoning him. Did that make him feel like a man?
I guess I'm just wondering if there's more to the story. To be honest, I'm looking at this conversation right here. So you say you get there. So, okay. So a few weeks ago, you friend zoned the man. All right. Okay. But a few weeks later, you're still talking to him. He says, hey, is he saying to you out of the blue, let's go to the flea market? Or have you guys been talking? Like he just up in like one day he said, hey, let's go to the flea market, or texting, calling, hanging out. Oh, built rapport. Let's go to the flea market. Okay. All right, cool. Let's meet at 5. All right. So we get there at 5. I get there at 5. Actually, you're not there. So I say, man, where you at? So you're probably upset because he's not where he is or where he said he was going to be. Man, you got me out here by myself. Got it. So you're sitting there going ahead and doing what you're wanting to do. Now in this video, it makes it seem like you're nonchalant and you didn't have an attitude. But the way you responded lets us know that you actually did have an attitude. Right? And once again, I get it. But when he says, hey, I'm on my way. Sorry, I overslept. Now this man could have been lying. This man could have probably, or he might have had a prior engagement. And he's like, oh, shoot, man, I'm hanging out with you. I got to go meet her. I totally forgot. Whatever it was, he should have been upfront about that. He shouldn't have been doing whatever he was doing. I got an engagement at 5, period. So he says, I'm on my way. You say, well, I was about to leave. So I didn't answer. I didn't text him back. Why? Why did you not text him back and say, don't worry about coming, I'm about to leave? Even if you had an attitude, even if you said it in a way that was just like, oh, I'm not doing this. What happened was you got an attitude. You say, I ain't respond. I ain't going to do that. I ain't going to respond to him. That's what it sounds like. And so when he said, I'm 10 minutes away, oh, where you at? You decided to finally come back in. Text him and say, oh, where you at? Oh, I'm parking. And he comes back and says, okay, so I guess I'll wait. All right. I also wonder if there was a phone call in there somewhere, or are you guys just texting back and forth? Hey, where you at? You got there, he wasn't there. Did you text him and say, hey, where you at? Did you call him and say, hey, where you at? I'm here. Or did you say, well, I'm just going to go ahead and do what I'm going to do and then going back to the house? Shoot, he ain't going to, I'm going to do whatever I'm going to do. Or did you text him? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because what you're saying is A, B, C. I friend zoned him. He got mad. He tried to get me back a few weeks later. Or is it I tried to embarrass him? I tried to say something about him or say something to him or try to demean him. And he really didn't like that. And so he decided maybe this is his way of getting back at me. That's what I'm wondering. That's why I feel like we're missing context. I don't agree with if he's standing you up. I don't agree with that. I don't think he should have done that. But I just wonder is all. I just wonder if there was something that was said when you friend zoned him and there were some things that was being done and said during the time that y'all went to the flea market that maybe kind of rubbed him the wrong way. A lot of times, even though they don't think they are, modern women can have this very flippant attitude. Just very, oh, no, that's not even, I'm not even doing that. No, he's not even worth my time. They get on here over and over again and they say it about their matches on Hinge. No, I would never even think about that. Bumble, Tinder, you name it. Oh man, this guy in the bar, he was looking at me and I would never even consider him. And you guys really let your mouth go. Y'all really let y'all's emotions run away with you. And then when a man seeks to get revenge or his pride stands up, right? We want to say he should have been more disciplined, which fair point he should have. But we never truly talk about the other side. We say, well, why did you do that? How come you responded in that way? How come you weren't more forthcoming in your communication? How come you didn't say, I don't see you here, sitting in the car? And then if he didn't answer, okay, you know what? Let me go ahead and get my stuff and going back to the house because I came to the flea market. I'm ready to spend a little money. Get back in the car and leave. And then we says, hey, I'm on my way. Hey, don't worry about it. I didn't see you. I don't know what happened. I mean, did you send a text message about, hey, is everything okay? Since y'all are friends? Did you call him and say, hey, I'm just checking on you? Did you send him a voice note, anything to kind of see where he was? Or what was it both of y'all operating out of emotion? Because the way you're making it sound, it was just him. He was just the immature one and not you. You were the stable, the calm, the logical one in this situation. I just wonder if there's context missing.